When you hear someone say a character's strength increased by tens of millions of percent, it sounds like an exaggeration. But in Goku's case, it's not just real, it's absurd. Jumping from a battle power of 416 to a jaw-dropping 150 million is an insane leap. One so insane, the math alone is enough to make your brain stall. But let's not ruin the fun with numbers just yet. Let's trace the trail of farmer-level Goku to the Super Saiyan beast that scared Frieza stiff. Our first taste of the new power ceiling comes in the form of Raditz, an arrogant space warrior who just so happens to be Goku's long-lost brother. This isn't some nice family reunion though. Raditz shows up, laughs off Piccolo's most vicious blast like he got hit with a hairdryer, and proceeds to casually tank techniques from two of Earth's best fighters. Mind you, Piccolo at this point is strong enough to give Kami a serious run for his money, yet Raditz barely flinches. Mind you, Piccolo, not too long after defeating Raditz, blew up a moon casually with ease. And Raditz is still dwarfing this power. He knocks Krillin unconscious with just his tail, not a punch or a ki blast, a literal backhand with his tail. And somehow that's still not the most insane thing about him. Raditz makes a bold claim. Had Goku not suffered a head injury as a baby, he would have turned Earth into ash in a few years. Whether that's true or just Saiyan posturing, the gap between Raditz and everyone else is undeniable. Goku, even after removing his weighted training, hits a power level of 416. But Raditz, he sits comfortably at 1500 and claims he's not even trying. This matches up with what Raditz later says, mistaking his power level for 1200 due to Raditz not revealing his full strength right away. What's even crazier is how Raditz seems to believe that even if Goku had matched his power level exactly, he'd still win. But what's clear is that Raditz is confident, and he's got the experience edge regardless. Goku and Piccolo can't touch him. He's too fast, too strong, and too cocky. Then comes in the wild card, which is Gohan. The tiny half Saiyan explodes with a power level of 1300 in a blind rage, smashing right through Raditz's armor ribs like it's made of paper. That sudden burst changes everything. It gives Goku the opening he needs to lock Raditz in place, sacrificing himself so Piccolo can land the final blow. A move that ends with the infamous special beam cannon tearing right through both of them. For the first time in the series, Goku is dead. From there, Goku's training hits an entirely different level. When he arrives at King Kai's world, he finds himself battling gravity 10 times stronger than Earth's. Just walking it is a challenge, let alone fighting. Bubbles, King Kai's monkey companion, becomes his first test. And it takes Goku a while to land a tag on the little guy. But when he finally does, it's clear he's already surpassed his previous limits. King Kai even drops the bombshell. The training Goku is undergoing is so intense, it's the equivalent of thousands of years worth of training crammed into over 5 months. In reality, Goku only spends about 40 days, but training, by the end of it, he's not just stronger, he's on a completely different scale. Whatever level he was at before, it's been left in complete dust. And this is just the beginning. While training under King Kai, Goku's progression skyrockets. One of the most dangerous techniques he learns is the Spirit Bomb, a move King Kai himself warns could obliterate the planet if misused. The single warning makes it very clear. Goku at this point is more than capable of operating at planetary levels of power when focused. Even more interestingly, King Kai comments on Goku's limitless potential. It's not just a compliment either, it's a statement about Goku's trajectory. Starting at a power level of 416 and then later being at 8,000 shows an insane jump in Goku's power. After a compressed training regimen due to his time constraints, Goku rockets down Snake Way at a pace that shocks even King Kai, who originally estimated a 2-day sprint. Goku does it even faster. And this isn't Goku at full throttle either. He's still holding back. When he shows up to the battlefield against the Saiyans, he's clearly suppressing his energy until he faces them directly, where he powers up to a measured 8,000. Now let's talk scale. Nappa, the hulking Saiyan elite, unleashes a technique dubbed the Giant Storm. It's not just a big boom, this attack explodes across the surface in a blast so wide it's visible from orbit. That's continental or higher levels of destruction. Tien's desperate tri-beam fails to put Nappa down, even though it's vastly more potent than the standard Kamehameha. It actually kills Tien in the process, yet Nappa just brushes it off. It takes Krillin's Kienzan to nearly decapacitate him, which shows the sheer cutting force of the technique, even against someone far superior in raw strength. Still, Goku outclasses all of them. At 8,000, he casually overpowers Nappa, a fighter ranked at 4,000. He literally yells away one of Nappa's attacks and counters with a Ki. Now, here's something often overlooked. Even after seeing Goku's 8,000 power level, Vegeta still believes Nappa could take him out, if he was calm, which is pretty wild. So either Nappa got a momentary boost, or Goku briefly dropped his guard or suppressed himself again. That doesn't last, however, when Goku activates the Kaio-Ken, a move that doubles every aspect of his physical abilities, and completely wipes Nappa from the fight in an instant. It's not a technique you can spam, though. Goku explains it takes precise ki control. For a brief moment, you push your entire power past its natural limit. Power, speed, perception, and all of its surges. And that multiplier isn't just theoretical. With Kaio-Ken times 2, Goku's power rockets to 16,000. Then the main event begins. Vegeta versus Goku, Saiyan Elite versus Earth's champion. Vegeta, even without any technique enhancement, powers up so hard that the ground begins to quake. According to supplemental material, he's already capable of destroying Earth just by charging up. No Gala Gun required. The Gala Gun is more of a condensed application of his total force, aimed in chain of destruction. Think of it as Vegeta converting his latent planet-busting power into a single focused blast. Goku fights back with Kaio-Ken times 3, jumping to 24,000 and begins to dominate. But it's in this beam struggle where he finally hits Kaio-Ken times 4 and reaches an overwhelming 32,000. This is the turning point. Goku doesn't just stop the Gala Gun, he crushes it, overpowering an attack intended to annihilate Earth. Vegeta, furious and bruised, realizes that the battle is slipping away and activates a backup plan, the Power Ball. It's a fake moon that mimics the blood waves needed for a Saiyan Grade 8 transformation. And the kicker is that Vegeta can use it without needing a real moon. Especially convenient because it was destroyed earlier in the series. This transformation boosts his power tenfold. However, unlike Goku as a child, Vegeta retains his full consciousness and tactical ability in this form. Now, there's a lot going on here. The Power Ball weakens him slightly before he transforms, and Vegeta is already heavily damaged. But still, he's a walking cataclysm. Goku, even in Kaio-Ken times 4, is exhausted and outmatched. He believes that the only way to end this is with the Spirit Bomb, and he pleads for just a few seconds to charge it. But Vegeta doesn't give him that chance. It's pretty insane to think that Vegeta could have actually beat Goku here if he didn't decide to become a Grade 8. Later on in the fight, Goku actually lands a hit that damages Grade 8 Vegeta's eyes, showcasing either a vulnerability or a flaw in the transformation. Eventually, Yajirobe, a character whose power level doesn't even scratch 1000, manages to sever Vegeta's tail, forcing the prince back to normal. And that's when Gohan and Krillin attack with a small leftover piece of Goku's Spirit Bomb, one that barely misses his full potential. Still, it's enough to push Vegeta to the brink, and yet he still survives. Gohan, transformed into a Grade 8 himself, crushes Vegeta into the ground. But Goku, the ever battle maniac, lets him crawl away, grinning, not out of mercy, but because he wants a rematch one day. Following that battle, Goku is completely broken physically. A single senzu bean heals him instantly, but more importantly, it gives him a Zenkai boost, the Saiyan genetic trait of gaining massive power after recovering from critical damage. It's unclear just how much stronger he becomes, but it's substantial. Recognizing that the threat is still looming, Goku has his old pod retrofled into a high-speed gravity ship by Dr. Briefs. The new vessel allows training under 100 times Earth gravity, the same environment Saiyans from planet Vegeta were raised in. With the ship's updated speed, he can reach Namek in just 6 days on par with the elite Saiyan pods. As Goku rockets through space towards Namek and his customized ship, we get a glimpse of how brutally intense his training becomes. His regimen quickly escalates into sleepless, high-intensity sessions under immense gravitational pressure, far beyond anything Earth could replicate. Before long, we're told he collapses from exhaustion, revealing the punishing toll his self-inflicted gauntlet is taking. Interestingly, Goku credits his ability to push to such extremes to the battle with Vegeta back on Earth. The fight, which left him on the brink of death, unknowingly granted him a Zenkai boost, a unique trait that lets Saiyan grow stronger vastly under near-death experiences. Thanks to this post-fight growth spurt, he's able to adapt training under 50 times Earth's gravity relatively easily.